we're going to look at St. Louis Blues, starting at measure 44, and we're going to play the section from the beginning of measure 44 to the end of measure 55. We're going to do that section 4 times total, so mark that in your parts. 4 times total from the beginning of 44 to the end of 55. If you have any notes written in your music during that section, you're only going to play them the 2nd time through and the 4th time through. So please mark that. Except measure 55. Anybody who has notes in measure 55, mark that measure last time only. Got it? Okay, let's go through that. If you want to solo during this section, you can go ahead and solo right now. But if you don't want to solo, play the backgrounds with me while we go through this. So remember, no backgrounds the first time. Here it is, right before 44. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
44.
And that was a solo break, so whoever has the first solo will improvise over the solo break. When you do, make sure you play something really rhythmic so we can still feel the time. Quarter notes or 8th notes are a good idea. Second time at 44, so play the backgrounds. Here it is. 1, 2, 48. Tacit 2, 3, 3rd time. Keep soloing. Last time. 3, 4, 1. We're going to play measure 55 this time. 2, 3, 4.
60. 68.
Great. So at 60, trombones, what you have there, what I was playing along with, that's backgrounds underneath the trumpet 2 solo. So trumpet 2, you're going to solo at 60, hopefully with your plunger. That would be super cool. And then what we're coming up to at 68, the saxophones have a little something something underneath the soloist who continues there. Okay? So we're going to go on to 68 now with the saxophone line. Mezzo piano. Mark it in your music. Circle that. Mezzo piano. Not too loud. We have to stay under the soloist. And then we get to crescendo going into 76, okay? I'll back it up just a little bit so we can get into that. 68.
68.
Alright, so saxophones. I want you to notice the articulations that I'm doing there. Looking specifically at like measure 77 and measure 81. You have one of these in your part. In jazz we call that a rooftop. but in real life, it's called a marcato. Anyway, anytime you have that note, you're going to play it short, even though it's written under a slur. In jazz, these things that look like slurs, they're actually phrase markings, not really slurs. So we're going to go tot on those notes. So measure 77, listen. Play that with me, all saxophones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then the long note, we're going to do a forte piano crescendo, because the trumpets have a little something something under that. They go, I think maybe the trombones too, underneath our long note. We want to make sure we can hear that. So, saxophones with me going into 76. 1, 2, a 1, 2. And then we have a key change. Okay? Good. Trumpets and trombones. Let me hear that little thing that you have at 78 and 82. 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice I kind of chopped the note off right before the last one. And notice I accent the offbeats on those repeated notes. Ooh, ba, ooh, ba. All right, play that with me one more time with those big accents on the offbeats. 1, 2, 3, There you go. Do that all the times you have that. You have it at 78, you have it at 82, and then you have it again at 86. All right, cool. Let's put that with the rhythm section. Everybody's in. We're going to start at 68. All right, this is right before that. Here we go with the rhythm section. 2. Here we go.
68.
Nice job.